What's going on, guys? Aaron Queen City Bullies checking in. We back with another video. Real quick before we jump right into it, last time, like I said, man, my phone went dead, so I wasn't able to finish the video. But before we get into the video, man, we got a package in the mail. I'm gonna go ahead and do a unpackaging real quick. Let's see if I can get this thing open. So this package, guys, is from my boy Lowell Irwin, one of my Facebook friends. We grew to become pretty cool, pretty tight or whatever like that. He subscribed to the channel as well, and he follow us on Instagram, man. We show each other a lot of love, man, you know, and the relationship just kind of grew over the years, and he decided he was gonna send me a little care package, man. So I'm gonna do an unboxing for you guys real quick. Let's see what we got here. Move this out the way. Oh yeah. So guys, he sent me a nice Bully Empire hoodie. Shout out to Bully Empire. I like this right here. Nice material right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on right now, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. As you can see, I got on my Bully Empire shirt. Shout out to Bully Empire, man. My man Lowell Irwin hooked me up with this hoodie. I really appreciate that, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a shirt as soon as I get them in. They should be in this week, so I'll get that out to you hopefully this weekend, my guy. So moving right along into the video. The other day, my last video, I was talking to you guys. I was gonna start talking to you guys. I had somebody inbox me. They asked me about, you know, they thinking about starting up their own breeding program, and they wanted some advice. And you know, it's a lot that I could say. I would probably be making, you know, videos for days. I can go on and talk about this for days, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. I wrote down a few things. I'm not gonna read from a script, but I did write down a few things that I want to make sure I talk about in the video. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. The number one thing is research. You want to make sure that you're doing your research, guys. You know, you want to know what type of dogs you're going to get into breeding, whether it's going to be XLs, classics, standards, pocket bullies, micros, exotics. So once you decide what dogs you want to breed, you want to go and do research around those breeds. What bloodlines, what pedigrees are behind those dogs, what pets that you want to breed into your program, or you want to start out with. So those are all things that you want to think about. You also want to think about what vet you're going to use, because if you're breeding dogs, majority of the time you're going to spend a lot of time at the vet. I mean, for, you know, puppy shots, you know, sick dogs, progesterone tests, C-sections, you name it. I mean, the list goes on for reasons why you need to have a good relationship with a vet. You know, some vets don't have the love and respect for the breed, so you may have to do some research. I guess shopping around and see which vet is best for you in your area. Another thing is you want to research breeders. You don't want to buy a dog from just anybody. You want to buy a dog from an established breeder, somebody that's got experience, that's knowing what they're doing. That way you can kind of, once you have bought a dog from them, they can kind of give you some guidance as to what to do going forward. That way you're not just buying a dog from somebody that don't necessarily know what they're doing, and then when it comes time for you to ask questions, they really can't answer your questions. So now you stuck asking somebody who you don't know, and somebody who you haven't invested your money with, so they're not gonna really give you the time to answer your questions in depth the way that you would need. So that's gonna be important for you, so you really wanna consider that. And that ties into the next thing. You're gonna need a mentor. It's gonna be real beneficial for you if you got somebody that you can kind of get up under their wing and learn from, especially throughout the first few years, because this is something that if you have to go into this by yourself and just learn on the fly, you're really gonna find yourself running into a lot of hardships, and it's gonna be detrimental to your breeding program, because that can make or break you. So another thing, number two, I would say, is resources. So I mean, you got different things that you're gonna need to get as far as you to start your program, where you gonna house the dogs at? Are you gonna have an inside facility? Are you gonna have some type of kennel set up outside? Are you gonna keep them inside? I mean, whatever you decide to go with, you're gonna make sure that you got the resources. I mean, man, when I started out doing this, I mean, we were living in a townhome, so you want to make sure that you got the room to breed these dogs, because you can easily go from having 2 dogs, like a breeding pair, and the next thing you know, you're keeping puppies out of that litter, and then those puppies are having puppies, and before you know it, you got 5 or 6 dogs. So you want to make sure that you got a living space and a setup for you to be able to even breed dogs. That's huge. A lot of people out here breeding dogs in apartments and different stuff like that, which is cool. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, but make sure that you elevate and do what's needed for your program to be successful and move forward. So, I mean, and then food. I mean, it's an endless amount of food these dogs gotta eat every day. Me personally, I got 6 dogs that gotta eat every day. Plus, I'm housing 2 other dogs right now, so I got a total of 8 dogs on the yard. So just imagine how much food I'm buying, how much food I'm feeding them on a daily basis, how much money is going into feeding these dogs on a daily basis. And this is every day. Twice a day I feed them. They eat twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. So I mean, you can just imagine how much money is being spent on just food alone. So, and then finances is another thing. Finances, guys, you can't really spare no expenses. This is not something that's cheap, that you can just get by with, taking shortcuts. I mean, because as far as your daily expenses, like I said, you got food, you got bills that gotta be paid. As far as if you got a facility, you got lights, you got water, you gotta feed the dogs. You may have a heated building where you got AC running all day and probably all night during the summer months. So those are all the expenses that you're gonna be incurring in just breeding these dogs. So you want to make sure that you prepare for that. And then another thing, I mean, like I said, man, preparation. You're gonna be having litters of puppies. You want to be ready for that. Make sure that you got, your whelping area set up, your whelping supplies, everything that you need, so that you can be ready to have a litter. The last thing you want to do is have a litter of puppies on the ground and you don't got the tools that you need to whelp the puppies. Let's say mom drops the puppies, she's not producing milk right away, but you don't have milk replacement. Now you got to run to the store, leave the puppies unattended so you can go and get milk replacement. You don't want to have to do that, so you want to make sure that you prepared when the time comes. Let's see. And dogs get sick, guys. Everything could be going fine, things could be running smooth, and then one of your dogs could, come up sick. So you got to take a trip to the vet and spend $1,000, $2,000 just to save your dog. So, that could mean, you gotta move some things around. You may have to cancel some things. You might have a vacation planned for the summer. Now all of a sudden you got this dog that got vet bills that need to be paid. So now you gotta cancel your plans. So these are all things that if you plan on breeding these dogs, I'm telling you from experience that you need to be considering this before you even think about buying a dog and starting a breeding program. Vacations. I'm used to going on vacations once or twice a year. In the last 4 years I've been breeding these dogs. You gotta think, like I said, I got 8 dogs on the yard right now. If I wanted to go to Vegas and see the fight, I gotta have somebody watch these 8 dogs for me. I can't just leave them here for the weekend so they don't eat or go out or anything like that. I gotta have somebody that's responsible enough to handle and take care of these dogs while I'm away. And so, if you somebody that like having a lot of free time, you like, going out of town, going on vacations and things like that, that might not be something you're gonna be able to do if you run a breeding program, if you're gonna do it the right way. And then another thing, mental stability, man. This thing, it takes tough skin, thick skin. I mean, you could lose a whole litter of puppies just like that, you know. And you gotta have the wherewithal, the strength to be able to, you know, just move forward and continue on with your program, because you got other dogs that need tending to, and everything like that. So I mean, you might have a dog that you've grown attached to, and you raised it from the day it was born, and that dog lived and growed up to live a long life, and then now you gotta put that dog in the ground, you know. If you breed these dogs, if you are part of this movement long enough, you will cross those bridges. Those are just the inevitable things that we're dealing with as far as breeding these dogs. So make sure that that you know that, and that you're ready for that. You gotta have the stomach to be able to deal with that, because I'm telling you, man, you walk into a room to you know, deceased pups, you know, man, or adult dogs. It gotta be something that you gotta be tough, man, because everything could just be going fine one day, and then the next thing you know, like that, man, like in a blink of an eye, things will just change, and you gotta be ready for it, you know. And I mean, you could lose friends, family behind this, man. I've lost good friends, relatives behind this. You just gotta be in it to win it, man. You gotta give it 150%, man. You gotta give it your all, and you gotta believe in yourself, man. No doubt, you gotta believe in yourself, man, because regardless of what lane you get in, whether it's XL, Classic, Standard, Pocket, Micro, Exotic, whatever it is, you're gonna have your haters, your naysayers, people that'll bash the different classes or just the breed as a whole, and you gotta know what you in it for, and just stick to your vision, man. That's another thing. I didn't write that down, but you gotta have a vision, man. You gotta be able to see things that are not visible. You gotta be able to put these breedings together and be able to see the outcome on the other side before it even happens. Because essentially we creating lives. So anytime that you bring a life into the world, you gotta take a sense of ownership, responsibility, and give it your all, and make sure that these dogs are as healthy and as functional as can be. I know we aspire to make the most freaky, beefy, exotic, or the tallest, the girthiest, the most extreme, whatever it is that you striving to do. We want to do all of those things, but at the same time, we got to remember that these dogs are dogs. They're meant to be healthy and functional, and that the breed has a standard, and we all need to be held accountable and breed towards that. And so that's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to give a few things that I thought about what it's going to take to be able to start a breeding program. I hope I didn't scare you guys, but I did want to put those things out there, because it just is what it is. And if you're thinking about starting a program, that's definitely some things that you should be considering. I mean, of course, there's the good side as far as, you know, making pretty pups and putting them in good homes, and, you know, and everything like that goes into it, the good things about it. But I wanted to make sure that you know that it's not just posting, you know, fire pictures on Instagram or making these videos. You know, it's so much more than just sticking two dogs together. It's an everyday job. It's picking up shit every day. It's, you know, sanitizing the kennels down, bleaching out the floors, and you know, washing the bowls. Each dog got 2 bowls. It's 6 dogs. That's 12 bowls I gotta wash every day to make sure things are sanitized, and that we doing our part to make sure that that they healthy. And like everybody says, man, if you take care of your dogs, they'll take care of you. I'm a real believer of that. And on that note, I'm gonna end this video with that, man. Shout out to Bully Empire. I'm Aaron, Queen City Bullies. Believe in yourself. I'm out.